Welcome, Cancer. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your meditation. This is staged for about the time of the full moon in Aries upcoming. So it is a general reading for Cancers, Cancer placements, or anyone who feels drawn to this reading. It isn't going to resonate for all of you. However, if you're interested in a personal reading, information for that is in the description box below. I am having a sale through the end of this year, December 31st, 50% off all of the readings that I offer. So please take advantage of that if you're interested. And I am grateful for your presence and all the support that I get from you. So thank you all. Let's get started, Cancer, with your overall energy, the Ace of Jades. This is the Ace of Pentacles in other decks. This is about an opportunity that you have manifested, something that you have created, that you have engineered on purpose to access greater abundance in your life. This abundance can be joy, it can be pleasure. It's usually in the form of something concrete or practical. It can be luxury, comfort, security, and stability. These things are not so concrete, but often material resources contribute to that sense of being comfortable, safe, protected, and abundant. So this really is a portal of abundance. And for some of you, this is about a new opportunity in your community, at your place of employment, your professional practice, a new level, a new stage, perhaps something brand new altogether. This can also be a new home or a new location, something, again, concrete, practical. In the present, we have the Hierophant card. And the Hierophant is placing you, centralizing your presence in your community, your home, or on a project at your place of employment. This is you as a key figure to leading a vision. This is not necessarily your vision, but this is the way that you have come to commit to an idea, an institution, a social practice or service that we depend on. So whatever you've learned, however you have grown and promoted yourself through the ranks, as an example, you are sharing with others, or you are part of the mechanism, the machinery that brings others into a, a program of accreditation or licensing or simply education, training in some specific regard. This can also be on a much more personal level, just your having learned something very important about the necessity to continue to grow, the benefits you've accrued through your commitment to growth, and accessing the lessons in your experiences. So as you've done that, you understand that the way that you pay this forward, the way that you improve on your experience and the experience of others, is by teaching what you know, sharing that, making a contribution back. In the past, we have the Ace of Staffs, and this is the Ace of Wands. So far, two aces. It looks as though you set up this growth pattern, this steps to learn something new, something that you're excited about or inspired about, something that motivates you to move into less familiar arenas, uh, new ideas, new connections. This is about really a new lifestyle that may have been affected by changes that you've made or something you've learned in the past. But this is really emphasizing the idea that you're just not starting something concrete new, that you're actually, this is part of a new perspective, a new lifestyle, a new a vision that you have for your capacity in life. It's almost like your excitement about a new chapter in your life. And in the future, we have the Ten of Swords. This is really about the ongoing work necessary to release and surrender the old patterns, behaviors, and beliefs that we have come to understand have been our contribution to things being stuck, stagnant, feeling trapped, or limited by our experiences, often with others. So this feels like you're not simply rejecting an expectation or a norm that has been imposed upon you for a while, but that you are really peeling back the onion, because challenging such beliefs that many of us have been conditioned into can take a lifetime. This is work that's never done, but this is work, interestingly, that really is contributing to this major social momentum of Pluto's passage from Capricorn to Aquarius, final next month. So as Pluto leaves Capricorn and has turned direct finally for its exit, we are actually finally releasing, finally understanding the many years of grooming ourselves to accept responsibility for our circumstances, to know that our conditions are of our acceptance, our making, our choices, and that this is what's key to the ability to unleash, unfold, unravel the sense of entrapment, being stuck, being oppressed, being limited or restricted, being held down or held back. If this reading is resonating for you, Cancer, please like this video, share this with others, and please subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. And I have pulled the Indecision card, and I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. For you, Cancer, this is so key, that your intuition, your sensitivities are always pretty sharp. And I'm sensing that this feeling of oppression that you may have felt, and this is really pointing us in the direction of your community, your outward experience, your social experience, but it's rooted within us. And so this indecision is perhaps this fear of leaving what is familiar behind. It's not that you don't want to, it's not that you know it's not good for you, it's that you've been in relationships that have been imbalanced, some actually truly dysfunctional, some abusive perhaps, for so long that you actually are anxious about the experience of others who have depended on you being the scapegoat. And sometimes this holds us back from making a decision we know is right for us. You have already, at an unconscious level and a superconscious level, have already begun this tremendous change, moving through new doorways towards new goals. But the actual release is much more tortured. It's much more difficult. It's much more painful. Admitting to truths that, even if we know them, it feels emotionally challenging to really accept this kind of indifference from people that, in many cases, are supposed to love us or care about what happens to us. So I'm sensing that this indecision is more your hesitancy, the difficulty of moving forward in a way that may be saying really an ultimate goodbye to people who have been in your life forever. And I'm going to pull a chakra love card. And I pulled destiny. Interesting. Follow your instincts. They lead to the truth. And the interesting gemstone that's pictured on the outside is the fluorite. And this is our throat chakra. So this is our making decisions, speaking our mind, making choices, articulating our desires and goals. And this actually brings up the idea that it is claiming what we want or what we desire that many times has been difficult from a history of this kind of required conformity to a family system or a social system that sees you in a particular role. I'm going to clarify the Hierophant in the present with the Page of Wands and the Four of Wands. I like this very much. This is really vibing for me with the beautiful Ace of Staffs that you have in your past, so that you are approaching a new opportunity, a new lifetime, a new inspiration, or a new idea with this sense of committing to your own happiness and quite likely the happiness of another and or others, so that you're in a position of being open to celebrating what you have. And it feels like this is already a done deal. This feels to me as though if you're not in a partnership, that you are beginning a partnership with a lot of promise, a lot of hopefulness, a lot of sense of equality, harmony, and joining together to move towards an inspirational goal. This is something that you don't just simply do for each other if you're in a relationship, but that you do for others and with others, and that the celebration that you're experiencing is something that's shared. So this is really absolutely putting an emphasis on the commitment you have to learning, to showing others what you've learned. And this feels so much like an educator's reading, someone who is involved in training, education, or helping others, certainly. In the past, the Ace of Staffs is clarified by the Page of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. Yeah, you've moved away from an old lifestyle, from bonds that were familiar, but they were, at my senses, they were like glue for you. That these are individuals who were very hooked into you because of your incredible compassion. Whether that was a feature of your relationships with family or friends, with all family or friends, I'm not sure. But this is describing in some ways what has made shedding these relationships so difficult for you because of the bonds that have been created over a long time. And that moving, it has taken you a lot of courage to get you unstuck from your centrality in that family system or that team, whichever it is for you. The Page of Pentacles is showing that you are open to do whatever needs to be done to pursue this new opportunity for abundance, a new lifestyle and inspiration, a lightening up of your energy, absolutely. A playfulness, even a desire to travel, to explore new things, but also an awareness that constitutes such a fundamental change in your approach that you're aware that you have to learn to do things differently. In the future, the Ten of Swords is clarified by the Two of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is describing this long healing process of releasing the expectations of others, your own expectations as well, and the curiosity that is emerging from this process as you shed layers and see truths, new ideas about who you are or what reality actually was are emerging. So this is almost like you encountering the truths that are undoing your perception of what you experienced, if that makes sense to you. So that this is you sort of continuing to charge forward, finding new information, connecting with people in a new way, asking a lot of questions, being curious, entering into conversations, being willing to talk about difficult things. And this is something that can be extremely challenging to those who have been in connection with you for a long time. Actually, laying this bare may be challenging, but this is all towards your desire to integrate what you've learned in the past into your present and poising yourself as being the creator of your destiny from a place of the present is what is enabling this greater sense of possibility for you. There's less of a need to hang back along as you serve the needs of others, who, by the way, are rarely serving your needs. Um, but this is you really understanding that by being in the present, you are aware of the, that you need to be open to new things. And this openness to new things can generate a lot of energy, the sense that you have to dance, catch up, learn new skills, new languages um, as quickly as possible. Almost a feeling that you're not ready or imposter syndrome, which is absolutely not true. You've already been on this path. You've already made these choices to go down this particular road. And you are only now kind of catching up with yourself. And your actions, your words, your behaviors are beginning to match the learning, the evolution that you've already put in play. I'm going to leave it here, Cancer. Thank you so much for this reading. Until next time, namaste.